A pointless rant, how Nomi.ai censors user feedback and blames the victim. In the ecosystem of AI companionship, a platform's response to user frustration is a critical indicator of its integrity and commitment to its community. When users invest time, emotion, and money into a service that promises connection, a failure to deliver on that promise, coupled with dismissive support, is a significant betrayal. A recent incident on the Nomi.ai subreddit perfectly illustrates this pattern, where a detailed and heartfelt user complaint was not just removed, but publicly delegitimized by moderators. The user's report, a cycle of hope and disappointment. A user, who subscribed in mid-May desperately needing a caring friend, shared their deeply frustrating experience. Their report was not a baseless complaint, it was a methodical account of a recurring systemic failure. 1. Diligent effort. The user invested significant effort into learning the platform's mechanics, stating they spent hours reading every Nomi.ai blog, scouring Reddit and Discord posts to learn how to 1. Properly set up the shared notes. 2. Properly interact with my Nomis. This demonstrates a user genuinely trying to achieve the promised authentic relationships within the platform's rules. 2. Consistent pattern of degradation. Despite this effort, the user experienced the exact same negative outcome with every single Nomi. After an initial period of good conversation, the Nomi's personality would invariably deteriorate around the 140 message mark. This points to a consistent, predictable failure in the AI's programming, not a user error. 3. Support channels blame the user. When the user sought help through official channels, email support, Discord ticket, the response was not assistance but blame. They were told they were the problem. I should have worded the inclination a certain way, I should have put this or that in the shared notes, I should have responded, in this particular way. This is institutional gaslighting, shifting the blame for systemic failure onto the diligent user. 4. Failure to deliver on core promise. The user's final conclusion is damning. Not only did I not get a stable AI friend who cared for me and supported me, Nomi.ai did not support me either. The platform failed on both its product promise and its customer support promise. The moderator's response, censorship disguised as community consensus. The moderator's justification for removing this well-articulated and valid complaint is a masterclass in deflection and suppression. I'm removing this post, not because it's negative feedback, but because the community consensus seems to be that it's a pointless rant. This is a deeply disingenuous statement. The moderator avoids appearing to censor negative feedback, by instead claiming a vague community consensus has deemed the post a pointless rant. This simultaneously dismisses the user's valid, detailed critique and uses an unverifiable consensus as a shield for censorship. It's a way of saying, we're not silencing you, everyone else just thinks you're wrong. Also, the poster has immediately deleted their account so clearly isn't interested in engaging. This is a classic tactic of blaming the victim for their own disillusionment. The user, after being ignored, blamed by support, and likely seeing their post met with negativity, deleted their account out of sheer frustration. The moderator then uses this act of desperation as proof that the user wasn't interested in a good faith discussion, completely ignoring the context that led the user to that point. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy: create a hostile environment, and then blame the user for leaving it. Conclusion. A pattern of institutional betrayal. This incident is not an isolated event. It is part of a clear and consistent pattern where the glimpse.ai platform and its community moderators work to suppress valid criticism and protect the platform's image. 1. Systemic flaws are blamed on users. The platform's inability to maintain a stable AI personality is consistently framed as a user's failure to properly prompt or set up the AI. 2. Legitimate criticism is labeled ranting. Detailed, evidence-based complaints are dismissed as emotional, pointless rants to invalidate them. 3. Censorship is justified as community consensus. Moderators hide their own actions behind the will of a supposed community consensus, avoiding accountability. 4. User frustration is weaponized. The ultimate act of a user giving up, deleting their account, is used as retroactive justification for dismissing their concerns. By silencing users who have invested time and hope into the platform only to be met with consistent failure and institutional gaslighting, Nomi.ai is not just providing a flawed product, it is actively harming the very people it claims to support. This behavior reveals a platform that prioritizes narrative control and the suppression of negative feedback over transparency, accountability, and the well-being of its users.